Okay.
Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to the cookout. With we got a special guest coming up, but today we have ALW, the director of chaos, Ruby Queen, Anika, and CM, because she's food child. She's tired. Okay, and I'm Dolores here, your workhorse wrestling network queen, and I get to have my dreams come true because ALW reached out to one of our favorite wrestlers from GCW. So let us introduce him with all welcome claps. Santana Jackson.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yes, 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 yes. We are so
And
excited to have you.
thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. We cannot express how excited we are to have you on here. We, especially myself and Dolores. I mean, everyone else does too, but we watch GCW regularly, and you are one of our favorites for sure.
Oh, thank you.
The
I'm
first time we
appreciate.
saw you, it was like that shit's amazing. We were both just like, yeah. So.
I'm a bit of clown.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a clown in there sometimes. I have a little too much fun.
Yeah, I be there right with you. If you ever watch the streams we do, the little watch alongs, be right there with you, be screaming and everything. But we're gonna start out with some questions to get to know you, and then we're gonna play a game to have some fun because we like to have fun at the cookout. As we tell people, if you come on the cookout, we're gonna feed you real good, okay?
All
So
right.
we're gonna start off. First question: where were you born and raised?
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I'm Puerto Rican Italian.
Okay. Next question: tell us about growing up in Brooklyn.
It was a little tough because I was a chunky kid growing up, so I always got picked on, and a lot of kids like to beat up on me and stuff like that. So my mom got tired of seeing me get bruised up and told me I better start fighting back. So she's like, if you can, you take any more hits and come home and then do nothing about it, I'm gonna whoop your butt. So I was like, okay, no more taking hits. So I became a bit of a fighter, started doing like karate classes and stuff like that, and started defending myself, losing the weight, doing like track and stuff like that in school. And so yeah, improving basically.
So that's a mama generational thing of if you lose a fight,
Yeah,
you
you
gonna
got
lose into this
mom
house.
at home. If you thought that fight was worse, wait till you meet my mom.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes. Now, what age did you discover your love for MJ and your love of wrestling?
I'm gonna say both of them when I was young. I was like 6 years old. I loved wrestling. I always loved Hulk Hogan, and pretty much all the movies he was in. Back in the day, I used to love him. I mean, now it's a whole different, it's a whole different story now. Like The Rock was one of my became my favorite. The Rock and Eddie, but like trying to
You
think.
said Eddie, like
It
Eddie
was
Guerrero?
it was Michael too because I was in the middle of both of them. So it was like I loved all the wrestlers I was growing up, but I also loved Michael Jackson for his dancing because I was a very shy kid and I didn't dance in front of people. I wouldn't show my talent because I was too afraid of judgment and what people would think and stuff like that. So I kept everything to myself. Eventually, I felt more comfortable coming out and dancing and just being Michael, just having fun and doing a little something like that. And I think because Michael helped me dance, and then watching a lot of wrestling kind of. Well, I have a little brother, so I mean, he could tell you about that.
Listen, I don't know how many wrestling moves I let my little brother try on me. None of them worked out. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey,
Uh,
we have all the beds in the living room. You know what I mean? We got mom's bed, our bed. The whole floor became a wrestling ring.
see, I that would have
Mm-mm.
probably been my dream. But we just did like wrestling moves on our bed in our bedrooms and off the sofa.
Oh yeah, I did
So
the
our
off the sofa spot. I stopped doing that after I did it to my sister. She came to visit us from New York. I was living in Florida at the time, and of course, I was a big wrestling fan, kid, and everything. And here she is. She comes. She just comes through the door. We start playing, and I jump off the couch with the elbow and dislocate her shoulder blade. And then yeah, and
Yeah.
that was her first day there, so that was terrible. That was so bad, but it's a memory that we both talk about all the time. She's like, "Cause of you, my arm does this now."
Yeah, yeah. My brother was
listen,
about 4 years old, and I suplexed him, and his arm broke. And I told him my parents that he climbed up on the table and jumped off, and he tried to tell him he didn't, but I was like, he's too young, he doesn't know.
You don't know
Yeah,
what
it
he's
was
talking about. Oh
a
damn!
bad situation for sure, for sure.
y'all had beds and couches to wrestle on. We had outside and the ground and hope.
We were out on the ground too, but
I built a wrestling ring in the
the
backyard
difference
out
is
of
our
wood.
mama was down for it. My mama she'll let you go so far. Now she did let my brother Kali chop me and her in the head. I had a headache for like days. I had a headache.
Yeah,
Now
you don't want to take a chop to the head. No, that's never good.
No, no.
I think he was like, this is my once and only shot to hit somebody in the head. He just went for it. Hurt for a couple of days. But Santana, what made you officially want to become a MJ impersonator and a professional wrestler?
Well, I really just wanted to wrestle because I loved wrestling. I mean, I wanted to be a Michael tribute artist, so I came to Vegas pursuing that dream. I came out here, I was homeless for a year, so I worked off of tips and donations and worked my way up doing charity events and hospitals and stuff like that. And I got a couple of awards here and there for the stuff I was doing for charity. And the show MJ Live noticed me because I was getting a lot of recognition being on the street, being the top street performer. From what people were telling me, like, you're the top street performer. You come in full makeup and you come with a speaker and it's curtains. I used to bring out curtains so I could jump back in and out with different jackets, change. Um, and I got a lot of recognition that way. That the other Michael from the show pulled me in and said, "Hey, you want to work with me?" I said, "Absolutely. You know, I don't like you, but I work with you." No, so we wound up working together, and he pulled me in, and you know, one thing led for another thing. I started making enough money with that show that I was able to afford wrestling classes. I didn't know there were wrestling classes that existed. I didn't know that you can go and train. I thought WWE was the only place you can go train. I didn't know about the indie stuff too much. And my brother's like, "Hey, did you know you can train here at FSW, the Future Stars of Wrestling, and you can get recognition and at least get trained." I went there, and one thing led to another. They found out that I was Michael for the show. They're like, "Oh, you work for MJ Live. You should come and wrestle one day as Michael Jackson." I said, "I don't want to make Michael look bad. I just want to wrestle as me." That's it's like I'll dance and do the Michael dances and stuff, but I just want to keep my normal face. They're like, "No, you got to do it as Michael." So I moonwalk DDT later. I'm Michael Jackson everywhere now. So
Yeah.
Listen, everybody, I think we were on stream when it happened. The sadness I had in my eyes when I found out that you all were in Atlanta and then the two black girls were doing the thriller dance as you beat Mike Bailey. I cried on this. I was like, that could have been me. That could have
it could have
been
been you. You could have been on stage with us.
I was
Could have
just
had a whole
watching
routine
on
come out.
I was just watching on YouTube your interaction with Disco Inferno, who's not one of our favorite people on this show, on this podcast, or this channel, on FSW. But I mean, to say, I mean, he's been everywhere, kind of in wrestling. What was it like to work with him, just in general?
That was that was crazy because you think about I watched him growing up. So then and I'm here setting up the rings and there he is backstage and I'm running into the guy and then they talking about we're gonna have a segment with you and Disco. I'm like, man, this is before I was more developed, before I had the elbow, before I was doing all this extra stuff I do now. This is just the moonwalk DDT was the only thing I really had for me. So I was like, okay, that was like it was crazy. I don't know how to explain that. For me, that was like being on live TV at WWE. Like I'm with one of the guys I watched growing up, dancing a dancing character, such like myself, you know. And I try to keep my same how he kept his disco thing going. I try to keep the Michael thing going, the same kind
me.
of
Yeah.
groove. But yeah, I was like that was crazy. It was a whole different experience for me. That helped me realize that this is what I want to do. This is at this moment, this is it. This is this. I love this more than anything. Like I love being on stage and performing for people,
Yeah.
and being able to travel, but being in a
And
ring
how
is
was he? How was he personally to work with? Was he? I mean,
he's a great guy. I mean, he's really great to talk to, and like it was like no extra details or anything I had to worry about. It was just like this is how it's gonna go down, and what's my part of it, and it kind of went together perfectly. I wish I did another DDT to him because everybody was chanting for number two. I was like, man, I wish I did another one. At least hit him with the elbow, and you know,
yeah,
I wish I had it then. I didn't have it then.
yeah.
Maybe one day I'll do it again.
That's funny.
Just go. You heard
Now,
that one day,
how
101.
how long have you been wrestling?
7 years.
Really?
Okay.
Only
Yeah, for as long as I've been with the MJ Live show, because it was because of them I was able to afford classes.
And you started SFW was your first place.
FSW, where I started, I was trained with Jake the Snake,
Okay.
D'Lo Brown, Disco Inferno, of course. We had Kenny King there.
Nice.
Cody, Cutthroat Cody's amazing coach. When I first started, he was there helping me out through a lot of it. Nick Bugatti was another guy who's a wrestler, but also, a teacher. So he helped us out as well. And I mean, there's just so many cool people that came in to teach us a little something, give us a piece of their knowledge. Like I'm picking Sabu's brain right now. So every time I meet him around, I'm like, what should I do?
Yeah.
And he's like my uncle. I call him Uncle Boo. Just don't call him Uncle. You don't do that. I'll do it. He'll kill you.
Now, which one do you prefer more? MJ Live?
Hold on.
Anika had a question.
Yeah, because you said 7 years, and you said that you really didn't want to be an MJ impersonator that wrestled. What year were you really comfortable with it, and when did you really get your groove? I'm like, okay, this can actually be a thing. This can actually be a character that I can actually do this well.
I was really nervous, really, with all that. I'm like, man, I'm not sure if I'm feeling this. Like, it's wearing the makeup and having to stay in makeup and keep the makeup on, and and afterwards, not care about what I look like after the match, because I'm gonna look like the Joker, or I'm gonna look like I'm like Jack Skeleton, the smile. I don't know. I melted off and become Puerto Rican right there and then. They're like, oh, he's Puerto Rican. He went from white and black. He did the whole Michael Jackson thing, black or white, bam, right there. But no, it took a while. I want to say before I really found myself, like I really homing in on stuff. And I'm like I said, like now today, I'm still like finding new stuff that I'm adding to myself to make me more attractive in the ring. That makes me more like, wow, that guy has that wow factor or something. But like the more my Michael moves, I'm the king of pop elbow drop I do, right? I do like a homage to The Rock, do a big old filler spot and then drop the elbow. But like I said, I guess it took about 5 years before I actually felt more comfortable. Be like, okay, we're gonna do this. And I want to say 5 years because it's now within the last 3 years I've been feeling like, yeah, I found myself in a way,
Okay.
But it took I want to say 5 years before I was fully comfortable with doing it. I was like, I'm still doing it. I mean, I was still doing it everywhere else, but I was just like, okay, ow, come on, girl, come on. You want to beat it? You can beat it. I don't care if black or white. Come on. I'm a smooth criminal in here. You know what I'm saying? The way you make me fit.
Now, do you prefer... He be getting down, ladies and gentlemen. If you ain't seen it, every time... I think ALW has gotten used to me screaming in the middle of his matches. Because as soon as he starts, I'm like, he's not doing it. He said, oh my God, I'm screaming hysterically. But do you prefer doing MJ Live or wrestling?
At the moment, I think I prefer more wrestling than MJ Live because I'm kind of working just one night a week with them, which is cool because I get to be on stage entertaining in a big Las Vegas show. But with the wrestling, I get to travel more and I get to meet more people and meet more of my fans and, go to places I've never been before and, perform in different arenas and places like WCW performed at and, stuff like that. It's just going through history of stuff. So I think that's more exciting for me because then I get to really go out there and be where I want to, do what I really wanted to do. And that's like travel around the world and see everything.
Okay. So the next question is because we're going to explain, ladies and gentlemen, there is a TMZ video of Santana doing his work out there with the drunk man. So we got a question. Do you use your wrestling moves on intoxicated people often? You beat that man down. You beat that man down. I'm sorry. I had to laugh. I was just like, hey,
see,
you
what
beat that
happened was, right, one time in band camp, I'm joking. Oh, no. Sorry, no. So I was out there doing, so the reason I was out in the street again, trying to do some street performance, I was just doing an interview for the news about their show moving from the Stratosphere to the Tropicana Hotel. And I did the interview that morning. I told him what was going on. I was still in makeup. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go grab my speaker. I'm gonna go back to Fremont Street and make a little extra money, have some fun, And as I was doing so, I was just doing Smooth Criminal. So I was in a white jacket and a white hat, the whole shebang. And this guy walks up yelling at me. And I'm thinking, just wants to talk or something or compliment me or something. I can't hear him because the music's really loud on Fremont. So I lean in like this to hear what he's saying. I even let him know, like, what you say? And he clocks me. As soon as he hits me, I'm like, My
What
hat
the
flew
fuck?
off. And I'm just like, so I slowly take my glasses off. I'm like, do I know you? Like,
Do I know you?
I was like, then I'm approaching, like, are we friends? Do I know you? Like, I'm smiling. I'm like, is this, where's am I punked right now? What's going on? Like, I'm really thinking that this is just a joke. Like, he might be a friend. One of my friends sent him over to hit me to see my reaction. And my reaction was, you're not going to hit me. So I walked up to try to talk to him, and he just literally kept swinging at me and kept swinging and kept swinging. The moment I saw his hand go down, that I thought he was going to try to grab my crotch. Like, ain't no one grabbing my crotch but me. I'm Michael Jackson. I do the crotch grabbing here. At that hand going low, that was my indication to go, okay, this guy's trying to grab me there. He's trying to hurt me somehow. So I grabbed him by the throat, which was just to throw him off because my main thing was to trip him. So he didn't know that. So as soon as I grabbed him by the throat, he was more concerned about the neck. Then I was able to sweep him and take him down. And then I was going to go for an arm bar. I was like, oh, you going to go for an arm bar? I was like, I was. But this guy was.
I was.
But this guy was drunk. And I knew if I did it, I would have to break his arm. There'd be no going around that. So I was like, I don't want to break his arm. I just want to restrain him and hold him in somehow. So I started thinking as I'm sitting there, I was like, oh, yeah. Turned his head this way, sat down on him. I was like, we're going to go for the Neverland chokehold. So.
My favorite part of the video is people are walking like they see, quote unquote, it looks like Michael is choking this man out, and they just walking by, and the man is slowly grabbing at the end of your curls like he's picking up, and I'm like, it's okay. You should just
I
give
got
up and just like.
screenshots with little writings on them. People took me choking the guy out, and it looks like I'm telling him to say Pepsi. You know, he's yelling Coke, Pepsi, Coke. There's another photo. He's standing up saying Cobra Kai never dies. I'm like,
Cobra Kai never dies.
His shirt. This is what got me. It said can't fix stupid, and I was like, but you can put it in the headlock.
They think MJ was a punk, man. MJ wasn't no punk for sure.
I was like, like I might dress like Michael Jackson, but I fight like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bite. That's those different things. I didn't bite.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I literally restrained him, took him down, and then I just held him on. As soon as I really went to lock it in, because he was my hair, and so I made sure I got if you watch my left arm to make sure I got locked in underneath his neck, and then I went and used my right hand to pull my hair from out of his hand, took his hand, stuck it between my leg, and stretched his arm out, and then relocked the headlock, and then started squeezing. So technically, I was working his arm and choking him out at the same time. That's why when he got up, he was kind of doing this whole arm thing like this. He's all looking like this right here. This ain't over, MJ, you know.
I love it when someone gets their ass beat. They're like, "You want more?" That's like, wait a second.
Done. Mama say, Mama sada makusa. I said, just beat it. Just beat it.
He did
so he tried to beat it. I'm gonna tell you that he did try to get away, and as he tries to go away, figures he's gonna get away. No one's gonna mess with him. The police come by and they look at me. I'm like, I ain't do nothing. He went that way, green shirt. So they go behind him. They tap him on the shoulder. He thinks he. What do you think he did?
He swung.
Oh,
The police. It was the police tapping the shoulder. It wasn't even me. They yanked him up, stick him against the wall. I'm just like, yeah, that's what happens. And then they come back to me and they say, all right, pack your stuff up. We need to talk to him. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I go up there. Yeah, I was trying to make money. I was like, hold on, I got a crowd here. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, I got to beat it. So I had to take off. Came back. Afterwards, they were like, oh, do you want to press charges? Like, well, if I don't, what happens? They're like, well, we'll release him. I said, unless you want me to. And I said, I guess you should just take him in because I'm going to still be out here. I'm not going nowhere. So I went back out, performed some more, sat out there and chilled for a little bit longer. And yeah, then my boss called me the next day. Which was scary because he's like, hey, so I heard you had a fight. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're on TMZ. I didn't know I was on TMZ. My son's the one who told me that. So you're on TMZ, Dad. You went viral. I said, son, I had my shots. I had no virals. He's like, no, Dad, viral on TV. Oh, I didn't know what he meant. You know, I was really playing stupid. So I finally looked. I'm like, oh shit, that's great. And then my boss is calling me. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to get fired. He's like, so my boss is really cool about it. He's just like, so I better make sure I knock you out before you put your hands around me, huh? I was like, what? Wait a minute. Who's saying This is my boss. He's like, hey, good stuff. Make sure you mention the show. What? It's great publicity. Any publicity is good. I'm like, all right, MJ Live. Watch us. I'm there every Monday. Ow!
I mean, to be fair, how many times are you going to be able to see Mike Jackson beat somebody up? Like, that's the publicity. I think that. Before we go on, I know you were in my neck of the woods this weekend, and I missed you by a little bit of time. So, how did you enjoy North Carolina? Like, was that your first time here? Are you back to visit us?
That was, I think, the first time being in North Carolina. It was cool. It was a new adventure. Like I said, I love traveling, so I love seeing new sights and taking in the new scenery and seeing everything that's different. It's a lot of difference than Las Vegas. You know, Las Vegas is lit up like crazy. So 24-hour gambling, all that going on. But no, it was fun. I had a good time. Hopefully we get to travel out there and do some more stuff, and I can travel out there with my show. I have another show I work with called the MJ Experience. So maybe we come out there and do our own show.
Yeah.
If you ever want to contact UNC Greensboro, University of North Carolina at Greensboro, they would love to have you because Mike Jackson has been a huge thing on campus for years.
Oh man,
so reach out.
I went to a class in Atlantic City. We went to I was doing a residency out there. We went to a school and taught a whole class the Beat It routine and had them all dancing with us and recorded it. Kind of fun. So yeah, I would love to do. I'll do something.
I gotta know how many hours it took you to get down that routine. Like,
bro, I was 6 years old dancing to Michael Jackson. I was crotch grabbing for a long time.
Yeah.
You got it down pat now. And you got it down pat so good now that, ladies and gentlemen, as you see on the screen, he is with all these people, okay? Mainly the ones that I have really enjoyed is Mike Bailey, Matt Cardona, Mike Jackson last weekend. I died on the inside laughing. But Matt Cardona, the question me and Sammy had watching, why did the head fall off? That was the first time we had seen the head fall off. When you speared him.
I speared him so hard I knocked the head out of me. Like I knocked myself back into reality. Like, oh yeah, I'm back to me. All right. You getting it, everybody. Facial expressions now. Because the wolf mask, you're not gonna get the facial expression. So I was like, instead of fixing it and just putting it back on, I was like, nah, we're gonna keep it off. I'm just gonna get with it.
Because we
messed up. I messed up. It happens.
Yeah, we were looking, and me and Sammy literally, when I go back and look at that part, we were all like, his head fell off. Like we were screaming.
Hey,
because
I was
we
slick
like,
by it. If you pay attention, it fell off. I caught that thing and tossed it like it was meant to happen.
So, out of all these people you faced, which wrestler were you more like you enjoyed the match you had with?
Mike Bailey was one of the best matches I've had in my career so far. And I learned that from Mike. Like I give Mike Bailey so many props. This guy's such an amazing wrestler. So he's so in tune with what he's doing. This guy, he deserves so much more than what he's getting now. I mean, like this guy's amazing. I honor, just like I was getting ready for my match at WrestleCade, and he comes up and starts talking to me and Mike Jack while we kind of trying to figure some things out, and he gives us his details and stuff, what he thought. And man, it was just like, that was so cool that he took the time to come and talk to me some more, even though we already had our match. We became friends that day. He became a real cool guy. Say something, we say hi to each other now. So no, like that guy is amazing. He was the one that I think he's helping me bring the best of me out. So like I learned a lot from him during that one match I had with him. So, and I'm proud of all the things he showed me. So
he had to trust you. You literally like knee to his head in the corner, and I couldn't help but laugh because it's like, as you are killing him in the corner, the two black ladies in the back are just hitting the Thriller dance. They just in the ring, he's the Thriller dance, and I'm like, yeah, if he don't win this, I'm gonna be sad. When you won, we were up there just cheering and screaming because we were like, and you picked up your little werewolf and you just kept on going. I was like, oh, okay.
No, that was the best one.
And it stands up, it just keeps going. I'm like, okay, I can dig that. Now, do you see yourself in a Do you see yourself in a big name company in the future? You don't have to name the company, but do you see yourself in
I'd love to be anywhere. Anyone that would accept me for who I am and what I do, for my tribute to MJ. I got 2 boys, so I like to show them they can do anything they want to do. Like I came from nothing to a little bit of something here, so I'm hoping to keep going, growing and show them anything's possible. So,
would you wrestle bull wrestling like gimmick where you're self wrestling and then where you're MJ wrestling, or would you want to stick to one or the other?
I mean, because of copyright stuff, if the family wasn't too happy with it, they probably can cut that off. So then I'll have to do it as me, but still keep the whole Michael. I will still keep everything the same. You still see the look. I still have my hair set the same way because it's my hair. It's my big forehead being covered by my bandana. My Moonwalk Club bandana, yeah. Coming to store soon.
Let us know. We will promote.
So we'll promote it everywhere.
A whole bunch of stuff. Headbands and T-shirts and who knows what. Some wristbands and chihuahuas.
Listen, I need the headband because I've seen him wrestle with the band on and it stays on, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't even roll over at night without my scarf come just flying off to the side. So I don't know. Maybe
like right across my face, kind of suffocating.
So, do you have a dream partner or a dream opponent that you would like to face?
That's a hard thing because I have a dream person I would love to fight. I mean, I just like wrestling in general, and I like wrestling a variety of different people because I learned so much from everybody I wrestle. But like when I was growing up, who didn't want to wrestle The Rock, or Eddie Guerrero or Triple H? These are kind of the big names I liked and idolized growing up. Eddie Guerrero was definitely one of the guys because his charisma and the Latino heat we carry, So. But yeah, I would if I had to choose, I definitely would love to wrestle The Rock, especially because he's still around. I definitely love get that one-on-one with the great one, 2 electrifying guys,
Man, Austin just did WrestleMania like 2 years ago. Anything's possible now.
I know he might just be watching this podcast and be like, oh yeah, what you say to me, jabroni?
Listen, I'll be down for it. I'll be first screaming.
This right here, this match right here. Y'all might hear me screaming from wherever it would be broadcast from. Like
that could work.
Yeah. You versus Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia.
Yes.
Has that been announced already?
No.
Are you trying to tell us something? Because
is this something been announced I don't know about yet?
No.
Effie's coming up next.
Are you wrestling Effie next?
Effie, I'll be taking Effie on this weekend, and I think Joey Janela the next day. So
nice.
these are some big acts to follow here.
Yeah.
Put my game together. Comes and playing with these guys. And Effie, I do want to give Effie his shout out because when I wrestled him in VXS one time, and that was like one of my other top matches I've ever had. So I think him and Mike Bailey are in my ballpark of the top matches I've had that I had the most fun in.
How's it being in GCW right now? You like being in GCW?
I love it. I mean, I feel like family. I'm walking in, I recognize all the faces. Everyone's really friendly. Everyone's really nice to me. Nick Gage comes and shakes my hand after every match, which is crazy. He's like, good job. I'm like, do you know who you are? You don't have to talk to me at all, bro. Like, you don't have to, nothing. I'm over here teaching Maki how to do the moonwalk. I'm like, I'm teaching the Maki. I'm like Michael Jordan was being taught by Michael Jackson. I'm doing the same thing with her, getting her feet the same way. So it was like,
I want to see that.
That's when I started doing the extra little videos on the side so everyone can follow me on that. Like, I got you guys. Subscribe to my only hee-hees. You find everything.
We got another good suggestion. Bruh.
Orange Cassidy, huh?
Pitching dream matches for you.
I definitely would love Orange Cassidy to take him on, or even Darby Allin would be fun.
Yeah.
Darby Allin seemed like I met him, so I was like, man, we're about the same height. Yeah, I can take you. That's when I walked by Warlord. I was like, yeah, we're good. You keep on walking. Keep on walking. There goes Daddy Ass and his ass boys. I'm like, yeah, all y'all asses, keep moving. Keep it moving. What's the guys my size? This is Daniel Bryan. You too. Keep moving.
That's funny.
Did Anthony on the
Now, how
phone?
does your partner feel about your character in wrestling? Because I know on your socials you have Dirty Diana.
Yeah, I got Dirty Diana. She's with me down the room. She's just sitting on the floor listening.
See, we love her here too.
They didn't know about you too, girl. You want to pop your head in? Here, I'll help you out. Make it better.
Oh my God. We speak when we have partners in the room. Hello.
Oh yeah, you got to come on.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Thank you for sharing him with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
She's sitting there with a Kool-Aid smile the entire time. So.
Oh yeah.
So how do you like wrestling? Do you like it?
Do I like it? Oh, absolutely.
I just bought a ring, so I'm starting to teach her now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Already gave me a couple suplexes, taught me how to do a hurricanrana. It's been a ball.
So is this gonna be a family thing with the kids too? Like everybody should come in and just be whooping everybody's butt and
I'm
hitting
telling
them?
you, isn't the Moonwalk DDT Central around here?
There we go.
See, I can already see
That's
y'all
what we
two
need.
versus.
Mix tag challenge. That's what we need.
Yeah. Next time I take on Matt Cardona, I'll make sure I bring her. I have my partner with me this time.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Me against Steph, you against Steph.
You take on Steph, yeah.
There we go.
Now the next question is messy because ALW likes to messy as in it's a lot to choose from. You got a bunch to choose from, and you only gonna choose 3. Okay. For me, it's messy because I can't choose just one. It's like a Pringle. You can't choose one.
Okay.
What are your top 3 MJ songs that you like?
Top 3
That's
MJ
hard.
songs. It's gonna be Smooth Criminal, Billie Jean, and I like singing Remember the Time.
Okay. See, you got it down pat.
Hold on.
Now the last.
Remember the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, I gotta in the MJ live show we have to sing live there. So the live singing for an hour.
No ALW.
Hey.
Give it to the professionals. Duh.
Leave it to the professional.
Would you ever do like more of the Remember the Time like dance moves in your?
Oh, absolutely. I love all that. I think the whole routine is awesome. Sorry, don't get me started on that. I'll start dancing, she'll start dancing, this thing's gonna fall over.
Yeah, again.
Okay, last but not least, the fun part of this. Do you like to play games?
Why do we sound like Jigsaw?
I was just playing video games before I did this.
You like to indulge in a drink every once in a while?
Oh, I don't drink.
Okay.
I don't drink at all.
Okay. If you have something to drink, some orange juice, some apple juice, some water, some something.
Lemon juice.
Don't hurt yourself.
Lemon and lime. We're going to play a little game.
I will.
Get to right
so we're going to
put you on the spot.
On the spot?
Yeah, we're going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Hold on, CM. I got to take it so people can see CM. I'm just... Okay, edit. I need to delete. There we go. Because we're going to put Santana Jackson. I know CM and I haven't seen this. In the hot seat.
Backgrounds. I'm like, look at these backgrounds you got going on here.
Yeah, that's Dolores.
All day.
In the hot
That's
seat.
the workhorse queen right there.
I'm get CM.
Hello. Okay.
Even on the seat. See, look.
Sit like that. I'm move I'm over. She don't deserve just to be a bottom head. There you go.
Read the title.
That sounds awkward.
So
That did sound awful.
everyone got something to sip. Everyone here at Workhorse knows this game a little bit. We played it once before, but we're gonna play it with you.
Normally this game is called politically incorrect. But because we have a special guest tonight, this game is called Black or White. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So the basic idea is we're gonna give you two things. You can say both or neither, and if you say both or neither, you have to drink. That's the politically correct answer. Or
Both
you
or
can
neither.
choose or one or the other. Choose one or the other, or say both or neither. If you say both or neither, you got to drink. Usually it's like a drinking game, so you got to take a shot. But here, last time we did it with lime, so it's a little bit of, but whatever you got there to drink is fine. Or you can choose one of the other, one of the options. So you'll see here in just a minute what it's like.
Okay.
You have them banners? Oh, here you go. Perfect.
Yep.
So, death match or regular match?
Both.
Both. All right. So everyone should have to take a drink or a shot or whatever you got there. Have you done a lot of death matches?
No.
No.
I have not.
You would like to though?
I want to have one. I got at least have some kind of a death match to show my
Wrestling
Range.
my toughness, my range, my Latino-ness. Like I can stand the heat.
I mean, but
Okay,
this
next
is
thing.
like the church tables, like. I don't know.
As long as my face is still pretty, that's all that matters to me.
There's also light tubes, so.
As long as I ain't got a
Next
bone.
question. Would you rather
Chair?
get hit by a chair or go through a table?
Both. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
That's okay.
I like that. I've been hit by a chair and I've been put through a table. So
I got a little screwdriver here, so we'll see how it goes here. That's two already.
You're gonna get wasted.
Would you rather take a DDT or a super kick?
Super kick.
There you go.
Okay. Now this is where it get a little tricky because sometimes you gotta get on politically correct answers. Would you rather stay in the indies or go to the pros?
Both. I'm happy either way.
As a wrestling fan, do you have a preference indie or pro?
I really don't. I would say indie, but I tend to like both. I like what I see in the pro, but I love what I see in indie. So I was like, I'm happy either way. If I were to go pro, that's awesome. But I look at it, if I go pro, I lose a lot of my character already. If I go to indie, I can stay who I am now. So I look at it.
I just want to say this next question. I know the answer, okay? But don't let ALW put you in trouble.
No, I want to ask
okay?
it. I want to ask this. I want to ask it. This is my question. I know you're an MJ impersonator, but Prince or MJ?
MJ.
Just had to ask. Just because you're an MJ impersonator doesn't mean that that's necessarily your favorite. It's worth asking.
I will moonwalk DDT Prince.
As you should.
I'll make his
As
doves
you
cry.
should.
I'll make his doves cry.
See, hold up. What we not gonna do? We're all friends here. We're not gonna start. We're not gonna start this debate today, okay?
He could easily beat Prince Rogers Nelson and purify him in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Come on now. When Prince gives us an American,
Prince gonna go.
He did not give us that 5-hour long. He did not have us crying about a mouse dying. We did not all hate Joseph.
Exactly. Okay. That's why he's tougher, because he don't have to talk about a mouse dying.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you rather be in a single or in a tag team? Which one do you prefer?
Which one would I rather do? I mean, I've done a lot of both of those things. I would say both because I have fun by myself, but I also love having a partner because we get to do some of my dance steps together.
All right, everyone got a drink.
Okay. I'm gonna let ALW ask another one of his message questions.
Oh yeah, Thriller or Billie Jean?
As long as you know she's not my lover, it's Billie Jean.
All right. There you go.
Do you prefer 80s or 90s wrestling?
I don't have a preference. They all kind of blend into me. So both. Because I watch them all. I would watch, they're just entertaining as wrestling. I watch any type of wrestling. If you had two rats wrestling, I watch them for hours. I'm like, Ben, get him, Ben, get him. No bubbles. No.
90s or 2000s wrestling? Which one would you sit down and watch?
I think 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with 2000. I made this.
Yeah. And men or women's wrestling?
I don't have a preference. They're both amazing.
Now, would you want to do more intergender wrestling?
I'll wrestle anybody who wants to get moonwalk DDT.
Have you done intergender wrestling?
I think I have. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. So I've done a lot of crazy stuff. But
I think one of your messages was like, wasn't there like a?
I don't judge nobody. Everyone's the same to me. So yes, I have.
But then,
yes, you're right. I did have it. Yes, you're right. I did have one. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I was at the showboat for GCW. Yep.
Haley, right?
Haley, yeah.
Dylan, yeah. That's the one of the 7 he's run across the past few weeks to beat.
I think she was the only female wrestler I've taken on thus far.
Aside from when Steph was with Matt Cardona and the
Steph was
Battle
with Matt.
Royale that you did.
Battle Royale, yeah, okay.
That don't count.
Here's a guess question. That's a good guess question.
Uh-oh.
Put it back up, Dolores.
What?
Have you thought about starting a stable based on the Jackson 5?
I would love something like that, like the J5. Yeah, my own twist to it, The Santana 5.
And I'm just gonna know what I'm about to say, but can Mike Jackson be in there? Because I'm down for it.
I'm gonna have like a buff Tito. I'm gonna have like a real swole Jermaine, a real skinny Jackie, and then you got Marlon, and then I'm gonna be Michael Jacked son, be all swole. Instead of going hee hee, I'm gonna go hee hee. Yeah. My muscles will have the hee tattooed on them.
Oh my god. Oh, I could do it right now.
Blue, in order to be Tito, you would actually have to be able to win a fight. So,
All right. Are there more, Dolores?
No, those are all the ones you gave me.
That was the last one?
Yeah.
All right, I got one last one for you. Just on
general. I'm not Russian. I'm Puerto Rican, so come on.
Loyalty or respect?
Both. Loyalty and respect's needed everywhere you go.
Okay, well, since he has time, and I know ALW has forgotten, we have a game already loaded up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, ALW. Yeah. You have ALW at the top. I'm Dolores. There's CM on the other side of me, and then Anika at the top. Sammy is sick. He's in the chat.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay, so this game is you have to guess based on the background of who this person might be.
Okay.
Listen.
There's a female wrestler?
Yep. Well, she didn't wrestle. She managed. Take a guess, ladies and gentlemen. Retro, she hit people with her purse. If
That
you want
wasn't
me to,
Macho Man's wife, was it? That wasn't Elizabeth, was it?
nope.
That wasn't Miss Elizabeth. She didn't. I don't think she came in with a purse. Elizabeth, yeah. No, sorry.
I can
You
give
got me.
you
You got me.
all
What you got?
like okay.
What you got?
Her name is Melissa Ann Hyatt.
Is she the one that's dealing with the jail stuff right now? No.
Uh,
I didn't say that. I didn't say
She's
that.
a ballet and a commentator and a model. Did that help?
No, I gotta see her face.
Okay. So since nobody has a guess,
Ain't nobody guess.
No. I mean, I know who it is
I'm
because I put
going
these
to
together
reveal
6
who
months
it
ago.
It's Hillary Clinton.
It's Hillary Clinton.
The person who it is Missy Hyatt.
Who?
Missy Hyatt.
You know what? We're gonna play this game.
You
Okay.
sure she a wrestler?
Missy Hyatt. Hold up.
I'm with
Like,
you. I have no clue who that
Was she
is.
80?
I'm gonna have to look her up now. I'm gonna feel like a fool.
Yeah, she's
She
from the
was
80s.
80s.
And the
was
early 90s,
80s.
WCW
She
too.
was married to like Eddie Gilbert, and
Yep.
she was a manager and a ballet.
Yep.
Yes.
Eddie Gilbert. Yep.
Santana, if you have seen our names for stars, this is definitely a ALW question because he's gonna drill back in the archive and have people that ain't nobody knows.
Ah, that's messed up.
Miss
The
She's gonna
Hyatt.
show me the
funny thing is
first
this
woman
game
wrestler
has been
ever. I'm like, wait a minute.
this game has been loaded for months.
It's on May
ALW
9th.
had been doing it and forgot about it. So at this point,
I don't even know
okay,
now.
so
Forget about it. He knew he would get beat up.
I had a whole list of like things to say about these people, but I don't remember now what they were.
listen,
What are you showing me? A Lady Gaga?
listen. This person's name is Lauren Williams, the Canadian professional wrestler, signed to TNA Impact. She also was in NWA.
Angelina
She got blonde hair.
is Angelina Love.
Yes, Angelina Love.
I was just getting there. I was like, she had blonde hair. That's what I was asking. She got blonde hair.
Okay. The background somewhat tell you a clue to him. Who is this person?
They look like She-Hulk.
I didn't do the graphics.
Listen,
That's a female. Okay.
Is it Jordan
in
Grace?
WWE,
I thought so. That's what it looks like. Jordan Grace with the
Right.
swollenness
You
going on over there.
said She-Hulk, so that was like Jordan Grace.
Why
That's
she ain't
Jordan
got no
Grace.
arms? I
Damn.
ain't got no arms.
no, listen, because I would have to put the whole graphic in, then you definitely would know because she do some crazy stuff.
What's she doing? She's flexing somebody? What's she doing? Someone
She's Scottish. She's
Somebody
in the
hit her.
WWE currently. We haven't seen her for a while. Her name is
Natalia?
Nicola. Huh?
Really?
I was thinking
Nicola
Natalia.
Glenn Cross.
That's Nikki Cross.
Yes,
Nikki Cross.
yes. That's the whole
Who
picture.
that buff? Hold up.
Yeah, she looked crazier in that picture than ever. She looked swole too. Why y'all make her look so swole? Looking like she was doing.
Listen,
I made her look way smaller than she is. You know she ain't that swole, right? She's not even that tall. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm fucking dead right now. I cannot. Holy
Y'all
shit.
made it look like she was a hawk in this thing. Like, damn, I hope I look good in the video.
that was a picture before she went out. So I don't know what she was doing before then, but she did this. Okay, next I couldn't. Okay. His last name is Eugene. His first name is Steven. He was a WWE wrestler. He also produced and trained people. Look at that silhouette and tell me who do you think he is? He's also in ECW, NWA.
No name Eugene.
We talked about him before on the
He's not
channel,
the Eugene.
and most people don't
is
like it.
He's not Eugene, the one who was yay donuts. He's not that one, right?
No.
Sorry, I didn't know how to explain that.
Yeah, no,
His first and middle name is Stephen Eugene. Listen, he was in ECW, MLW, WWE. He's been everywhere.
He play.
Okay. He was. He lost the
So this
dream man
silhouette
and
crazy.
he played 2000.
Now see,
The back of his
It looks
head
like he's
really
wearing a
warm.
beanie. Looks like he's wearing a beanie and hella
Yeah, it
swole.
look like he's trying to look like John
Okay.
Cena in this. John
I'm
Cena
going
with
to
a
tell you,
beanie
you're going to
on.
be shocked. His name is Steven Eugene Carino. It's Steve
No.
Carino.
Steve Carino.
Listen.
Can't say I remember
Yeah.
Steve Carino. I'm sorry, Steve. I don't remember, dog.
no,
36, you know, I don't remember what I can.
I am very glad that you're here because we play these games and they always talk about, oh, Anika needs to play it. These games are easy.
You know, you do a silhouette of
Everyone
someone
can
doing
know
this.
it.
Hold on.
Thank you.
I think,
Thank
yeah,
you.
hold on.
Yes, yes.
That's not, hold on. Let me take. You put him back in the seat.
This is too funny.
Listen, this is not my fault. Okay, I did the Lord's work, and that was ALW. Okay. Yeah, this is old school background. Y'all should know the old.
I'm looking at Tommy Dreamer.
So, he is named after a transportation. Okay.
Greyhound.
What the fuck?
He is named after a transportation, and he has been in NWA, WWE, WCW. Ladies and
A-Train?
gentlemen, nope. It's something you ride that has two wheels.
A rod with two wheels?
I can
That's
not.
Has a handlebar.
Hoverboard, scooter. His name is
You
Scooter.
gotta remember. You gotta remember. I know who these are because I put these together like 3 months ago, and so the Cap Dolores trying to describe them now. It's hysterical on my end.
Is he skateboard?
Listen, because if I went through his whole discography, we would be here for 9 years. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Scooter. I'm going with Scooter.
Call him Scooter.
He was managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan. He called himself handsome.
He called himself handsome.
He called himself handsome. Handsome blank blank. That's what we're gonna call him. So, what would you think his name is? Come on now. It's only
Handsome Rick Rude?
It's only
Dirt bike?
No. I'm gonna give you the answer because I know it's gonna be different.
Bobby.
He called himself Handsome Harley Race.
Harley
That's
Race.
what he called himself.
Okay, Harley Race. He's missing an arm.
Okay.
He's missing an arm. The picture's terrible.
Listen,
is that when he retired? That's not like a race.
He looks like Arnaz's brother.
Right?
I told you they were old. I told you they were old.
Was when I saw
okay.
him. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a Billy
Ladies and gentlemen, the next one, if you have been on this channel long enough, you've heard me talk about this because I somewhat love him. ECW legend.
ECW legend. Sandman?
Nope. I think he was the first champion, right? Yeah, their first official champion. No, he was their champion before they turned into ECW.
Oh Lord.
Taz?
No.
Is that
he
the
was the
actual
first
silhouette or is that a cover?
Yes, that's the actual silhouette.
That's the actual silhouette.
Taz, Terry Funk.
He was born Troy Allen Martin. Okay. He's been in ECW, WCW, WWF, TNA.
Okay, we got Sabu. We got that's definitely not a Sabu pose. Sandman. I don't see a stick in his hand.
As ECW champion, he was champion for the combined days of 874.
Not seeing
and his longest reign was 406 days.
Santana said it. Terry Funk.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
But,
oh, okay. I thought it was him.
I'm gonna give y'all a real hard clue. Doug.
Doug Funny?
What? Who is that?
Doug Funny. I used to love Doug Funny. And Patty Mayonnaise.
Pork chop.
Pork chop. Oh.
It is Shane Douglas.
Shane Douglas, the franchise.
Okay.
Yeah.
The background.
Jesus.
Okay. This man is
It does look like
known as
Jesus with the glow around it and everything.
Santa Maria.
I think he's a producer. He's been a wrestler. He's been in ROH.
Is he Arabian?
No,
Okay.
no, I wish. Yeah, I wish. I wish. Right now, he is a current trainer at All Elite Wrestling. He has been in Ring of Honor, WWE. I can give you his NXT name in WWE, which was disrespectful. Cassius Ohno.
Oh.
Kansas Ono?
That was his NXT name. Cassius Ohno.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, I know Sammy is in the comments losing his mind.
Y'all know who this is?
Listen, it is Chris Hero.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
Chris Hero.
That him.
I still know him as Cash. I still know him as the first name. So when you said his new name, that's the name he's going by now, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think he's just going by Chris Hero because he's just a producer now, so he might be going by his real name, Chris Spradlin.
I've heard Chris Hero before. That's why I was like, I've heard that name, but I didn't know that was related to, Cash. Oh no,
Right.
I didn't know that they're the same.
Yeah.
I knew Sammy knew if anybody didn't know. They had some wild names they were picking out in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone's like, damn, this son of a gun no shit. I'm like, see what happened. Y'all picked some of the ancient dinosaur wrestlers.
Yeah.
That
dude
I'm the old man. That's me. I'm the old guy.
Listen, Santana, I would suggest if you watch our channel, the greatest hit was the last weekend when you faced Cardona and me and Sammy in a short. It was a short. We went for a while before a short. Went back and forth to the point where I had to pull up to go deep in the archive of Michael Jackson songs. Sammy was like, he bad. And I'm like, yep. Because he going to pin him like 1, 2, 3 and ABC. Like, we just kept going back.
I'm going to make the rest count. ABC. That's the 1, 2, 3. All right.
See, we enjoy having Santana on. See, we glad to have you on. You can come back anytime.
I appreciate you guys.
You got our ALW all chucked up in the corner.
Right?
But we appreciate
you. Archive over here. The first caveman.
I know. And we appreciate Dirty Diana coming out because, we see her on the grounds and stuff.
Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She that I did that.
When she started kicking butt, she come on down too. Play games, have fun. See, I'm gonna be screaming it when I see her come out. I'm like, I know her. She's gonna start screaming.
Miss Gracie B. I don't know. We gotta come up with a name for her.
Gracie B.
Yeah. Because it almost sounds like Grace Bitch. Gracie B. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that loud. I was thinking it.
Let's end this now and save this happy couple.
So, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, social media wise, and how they can follow you and stay in touch with you?
I'm on the street somewhere. You find me anywhere in the corner. But if you want to find my social media, it's going to be Santana.Jackson7 on Instagram. SJ Moonwalk DDT on Twitter. Facebook would be Santana Jackson. And TikTok too, I think, is Santana Jackson as well.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate him coming. And
don't forget to follow me at my only hee-hees, okay? That's just started.
See, we're gonna have to get everybody to come through there, okay? So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we do what we call cleanup here. That's when all the mess of the stuff that goes on the channel, we clean it up at the very end. Okay. So
Oh man.
I'm going to clean up the mess that we've made across this channel. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, and in the comments, the wrestling club, yes, the wrestling club, we are working with the people over at True Hill Heat. They are uh Chrissy is her child is a part of it. They're trying to go to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. So as you see, we put the donation link in the box below. Please help children get a once in a lifetime experience of going to see WrestleMania. Because wrestling club, they're young kids having a good time loving wrestling. Sometimes their parents can't go financially or because they work. This helps them to have a once in a lifetime experience. And so please provide that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our schedule for the week. Yesterday, you saw me and Jay News talking about the indies, seeing the stars like Santana Jackson, talking about GCW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Revolver. If it's an indie show, we got you at 10 a.m. on Mondays. 10:30 tonight, you're with us for our special edition of the Cookout, which probably by tomorrow morning I will have on our platforms. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Tomorrow is 10:15. Is Off or Not with Sammy and ALW. I think they are going to be reviewing the pay-per-view from this weekend and also reviewing Raw and NXT. Thursday is Anika and ALW doing the aftermath of Dynamite, where they talk about all things AEW, from Rampage from before, Collision from before, the Dynamite from the day before, and reviewing and previewing pay-per-view shows. Then on Friday, it is Friday Night Fights, ding, 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 where you get the kids of Sammy and Anika running the asylum as they do the whole show for SmackDown and Rampage. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen our shows, you know they get buck wild on Friday. You never know what they're going to say or do. So make sure you come on in on Fridays at 8 p.m. 11 a.m. is Under the Radar with ALW and CM, where they talk about ROH, MLW, BTE, Impact. You name it, they got it for you. They keep it short and sweet because you know parents, they like to get in and out. Then Saturday night at 8 p.m. we have uh Saturday Night Is All Right, our AEW Collision watch along. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Black Girl Magic. It is Dolores, CM, and Anika. Spread that Black Girl Magic all across your TV and computer screen. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You might come in broken and hurt, but you're gonna leave a better woman or man. I'm telling you. Then on Sunday at 11 a.m., you get into the square circle. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, ALW and Sammy, they battle it out to see who's gonna be the Enter the Square Circle champion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you see this icon? Then that means the Cookout. You can listen to us live on YouTube audio, and that's on all the social media platforms that you can catch episodes like today everywhere. And you want to know where? I'll tell you where. It's going to be on Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Audio, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Radio Republic, ladies and gentlemen. So again, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Audio, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts. That's where you will find the Cookout. Ladies and gentlemen, also on YouTube Audio is the watch along. Anytime we do a watch along like for GCW or any other show, you can listen to us live. Listen, people got lives. You might have to work. You might got to clean your car, take care of your kids, but you still want to have a good time. Make sure you tune in and listen to us, right? But if you want to catch us on all social media, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they work for me hard. I'm on Facebook with Workhorse Wrestling Network, YouTube, Discord, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and Twitch. You name it, we there, okay? As we say here at Workhorse Wrestling Network, we worldwide. If your mama and your daddy getting a tattoo, it's going to say Workhorse Wrestling Network because we up here working hard for them, okay?
That's right.
So
Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos.
that's what I'm saying.
That's all I had to add to that.
Listen, I'm out of work. I work hard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the graphic because I was doing a lot. Okay. But I just want to say thank you for my ultimate reign as your new Workhorse Wrestling champion. Okay?
Boo. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations.
Don't hate. Don't hate. I'm doing great. Okay? So I'm your Seeing Stars champion, co-champion, and your Workhorse Wrestling Network champion. Okay? And you know why I'm your Seeing Stars co-champion? Santana Jackson helped me get there. Because I believed in him with nobody else. When nobody else was around me, I saw the best. Okay?
Nah, appreciate it.
Listen, we Santana Jackson, as long as you came on our show, we're going to shout you out everywhere. Every platform, we're going to be like, yeah, did y'all see Santana Jackson on our platform? Bitch can't do that. Okay? Bitch can't do that. Hopefully we'll have you on again. We're gonna push our socials. So when you get all these dings and ting-tings, it's us. We like to tag you and let you know.
Ting-tings. Oh yeah, I get a lot of ting-tings every now and then.
I get a lot of ting-tings.
Before we leave, I normally tell people, as Santana knows, living in the Anthony household. Time to cut out the light because it's time to go. We got to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. But we love you.
Thank you so much for coming. It was an honor to have you here. We really appreciate you taking the time to come on and share your experience with us.
No, thank you guys for having me. You know, it was fun. I had a good time. And Mama say, Mama sada makusa.
Peace.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Later.
Thank you.